Let's continue with our chapter 2, The Living World. Responsiveness to stimuli. Have you experienced this? What happened immediately after the following action? Light flashed suddenly into your eyes. The eyes are immediately shut or we may instantly blink. Suddenly you felt a pinprick. What happens after that? We feel intense pain and we immediately remove our hand. The leaves of mimosa plant were touched. The leaves of mimosa plant are folded at once upon touching. At sunset, lamps on the street or country yard are lit and insects gather around the lamp. If the lamps are switched off, the insects go away. However, if the lamps are switched on, they are attracted towards the light and are seen flocking near the lamp. All living things respond to the activity that occurs in their near surrounding. This ability to respond is a stimulus is called responsiveness. A potted plant placed in the corridor grows towards sunlight. It means that plants too show movement. Living things move of their own accord. Animals can change their place at the time of movement, but plants cannot. They also show movements in the form of responsiveness to various stimuli. Let's move on to our next feature, that is reproduction. Let's see reproduction in plants. Here are some examples of rose cutting and bryophyllum. You can see that with the stems and with the leaves, new plants are grown. How do animals reproduce? Some animals give birth to their young ones, some lay eggs. Their young ones hatch out of the eggs. All living things produce other living things like themselves. Some give birth, some lay eggs. New plants are produced from seeds, stems or leaves of plants. The process by which living things generate a new living thing like itself is called reproduction or procreation. A definite lifespan. Every living thing has a fixed lifespan. Life comes to an end when the organs become weak. Every plant and animals have different lifespan. Life story of a bean plant. Observe it carefully how the life is of a bean and how it turns into a tree. Do you know the lifespan of a giant turtle found on the Galapagos Island in South America is about 170 years. On the other hand, the lifespan of a mayfly ranges from 1 hour to 24 hours. Let's see some living organisms' lifespan. Mayfly, just 1 day. Butterfly, 1 to 2 weeks. Wheat plant, 6 months. Crow, 15 years. Dog, 25 years. But it depends upon the different breed of the dog. Banana tree, 25 years. Human, 100 years. Parrot, 140 years. And banyan tree, 200 years. Let's see how long COVID-19 can live on the various surface and what is the lifespan of this virus. Notebook papers and tissue papers, 3 hours. Copper, such as our coins, 4 hours. Cardboards, 24 hours. Wood, 2 days. Clothes, 2 days. Stainless steel, 3 days. Plastic, 3 days. Glass, 4 days. Paper money, 4 days. And outside of surgical mask, this virus lifespan is 7 days. a cellular structure. You may have seen the small compartments of honeycomb. These compartments are joined together form a honeycomb. A wall has a brick. To construct a wall, we firmly join the bricks together. Living things are made of small units called cells. All the actions and processes in the bodies of living things are brought about with the help of these microscopic cells. Some living things are made of single cell. These are called as unicellular organisms. An organism made of only one cell. These organisms are very small and need to be seen with the microscope. Whereas some are multicellular organisms, an organism made of two or more cells. These organisms are able to be seen with the naked eyes. These organisms need all parts of itself to survive. Here are some examples of unicellular organisms: Paramecium, amoeba, bacteria and yeast. Multicellular organisms like humans, animals, plants. Institutes at work. The institutes that work for the survey and conservation of various plants and animals in different parts of India are Botanical Survey of India, which was established in 1890, whereas Zoological Survey of India, which was established in 1960, studies about animals. In case you find an unfamiliar plant or animal in your surrounding, you can communicate with this institute to obtain more information about it. Useful living things. Here are useful plants. Plants are used for many purposes, like we use it for food and we use it for medicines also. Some examples are this adulsa plant, methi, potato, bananas and etc. Whereas even animals are also useful for us, like cow, dog, buffaloes and even earthworms are useful for agriculture. Let's move on to harmful living things and learn about them. Some animals and plants around us are harmful to human beings. For example, mosquitoes and flies spread diseases, cockroaches, rats destroy our food. The bites of some poisonous lizards, spiders, snakes and scorpions can even cause death. If wild elephants enter human shelters, they cause a lot of distractions. Some plants too can be harmful, as for example, the datura plant is poisonous. Uncontrolled growth of fungi and algae in water pollutes drinking water and may cause of diseases. Colocasia leaves cause itching. Wild animals. Wild animals that hunt other animals for food are called predators. For example, tiger, lion, wolves, leopards. Sometimes due to deforestation, such animals enter human shelters in search of food and may kill domestic animals or even people. Always remember, many plants and animals in nature satisfy our needs. The use of such plants and animals should be restricted only to our needs. We should not pluck leaves, flowers and fruits unnecessarily. Animals should not be hunted. They should not be teased just for fun. It is our responsibility and duty of all of us to protect plants and animals.